As most of you know, Bronny James, who is the son of LeBron James, he had a cardiac arrest earlier this week on court at USC during a workout. So he had a cardiac arrest. It kind of was pretty shocking news for everybody. But as of now, he is stable, he's home, and he's doing well. And he's out of the hospital. So this is good news. I remember when that news first broke, a lot of us were kind of really curious as to why this could have happened, especially to him being young, being athletically fit, and also just being in such good shape. You know, we didn't expect him to have anything wrong with the heart, but he had a cardiac arrest. Now that situation has been dying down a little bit, at least in the news, a lot of people on social media are so quick to assume that the COVID-19 vaccine is the reason that he had a cardiac arrest. There's posts going viral, and the one that I saw was from Facebook, where it's pretty much just somebody implying that the only reason Bronny James got cardiac arrest is because he got the vaccine. And there's no evidence to support that. But there is evidence to support the fact that cardiac arrest is a known risk for athletes, even before COVID was a thing. The cardiac arrest for athletes has been a thing for a while now. I played sports in high school, but I didn't play in college, and then definitely nothing after college. But I remember even in high school, our coaches would push us so hard for sprints. I remember about 2 to 3 days a week would just be straight up conditioning, and it would be running so much. And we had a kid on the team who would throw up from just running so much, just from pure exhaustion. I didn't throw up, but I remember feeling absolutely exhausted. And this was years ago, but I can still remember that feeling, not wanting to run, and I would slow down to a jog, and then the coaches would yell at you so much because you're not going your hardest. Now, this was high school, so imagine how much coaches are pushing their athletes in college, and then, multiply that times 20 for the professional level. What I'm trying to say is that these athletes, while they are in good shape, physically, they're being pushed to the absolute limits of human ability. They're forced to run, jump, work out every single day. It's their job to go to exhaustion and beyond. Most of us don't do that more than once a month, if that, So while athletes are physically fit and they're physically healthy, because they're going so hard every single day, if they have even the slightest defect in the heart or any other condition, all of this physical expenditure from the body, it's going to cause these conditions to show. And that's why it's a known fact that cardiac arrest is a known risk for athletes way before COVID was even a thing. I saw a quote online, and I'm going to read it off, but it said that a 2020 study revealed that these deaths for athletes are underreported in the media. Furthermore, there is no evidence to link Bronny James' incident to the COVID-19 vaccine. Medical experts have stated that while it's theoretically possible for a rare event to be caused by the vaccine, the probability of such a connection is very low. And pretty much what that means is for an event like this to happen because of the COVID-19 vaccine, the probability of that is very, very low. So it can still exist, but it's very low, and it's likely not the reason why it happened. If you think back to the past NFL season, we saw Damar Hamlin from the Buffalo Bills. We saw him collapse on the field. And of course, that was one of the scariest things I've seen. I remember it happened at night, and Twitter was blowing up. And I remember not going to bed because I would keep refreshing Twitter because I just wanted to know, was he okay? Was he okay? At that point, the only thing that we knew was that the game was canceled. And then, we would just see people posting about they're praying for him, or we would see posts from his teammates and coaches and the media, but there were really no updates about his well-being. And of course, after all that fear and that panic died down, again, people were just rushing to the fact that the only reason that he collapsed on the field was because he didn't have the COVID-19 vaccine either. And all of it just sounds so absurd to me. After they did all those tests on him and everything, they made it public that he had, and I'm going to mispronounce this, but he had commotio cordis, which is a cardiac arrest triggered by a blow to the chest. And if you watch a replay of his collapse, if you watch right before, he took a pretty big hit to the chest. And that was the reason that he had a cardiac arrest on the field. So this is just a scary situation regardless of what the reason was. But, I would urge everybody just to stick to science. Don't fabricate your own news. Don't spread things that you don't know without proof. And, let's just hope that he gets better. So if there's updates on this, then I will keep you guys updated. And if you have thoughts on this topic, then leave me a comment because I would love to hear your thoughts on this as well. But that's it for today, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.